Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 7 of Let's Play XCOM Enemy Unknown. We're ready to go on our latest mission. It's another alien abduction. And we're not going to fool around. Let's just go, go, go. So we're going to try and get our 4 engineer reward here because we are in pretty desperate need of that. Now, one issue we have, this is an extremely weak group because most of our soldiers are in the infirmary, to the extent we even have experienced soldiers. By the way, this looks like a pretty interesting new map. We have one squatty level rookie, or excuse me, one squatty level heavy, and then 3 rookies. So, pretty frightening. Well, okay, there's 2 meld canisters. We obviously don't know where they are. But that's okay, because we don't really know where anything else is either. So, why worry?
Aye, aye, Commander.
Well, I see full cover, and I'm immediately drawn to that. Let's go ahead and move this one over here. Now, yeah, sure, why not? And just for grins, we'll put him over here. We should get an indicator of where the closest meld is once we... Oh, or not. Now, I heard what I think are floaters, and I kind of figured since we're in month 2... that would happen. Yeah, I'm not crazy about continuing to move forward here. Okay, I don't want to dash.
On my way. Look sharp, enemies rolling up.
Thin men. Okay. And it may have been thin men that I heard instead of floaters. Yeah. Don't love those odds. Okay, the good news is they are at lower elevation, but the bad news is they're behind full cover. I am not going to leave him here. I'm going to actually bring him back as far as I can behind full cover. And they're going to have to come a good ways if they want to get a hold of him. Now, she actually has a better shot at this guy, but it's not a good shot. And what I hate is if I hunker down, this idiot is just going to use poison. So I'm just going to come back. Let's try to bring them to us. And then for this guy, I'll move him. Yeah, I got to be careful. I don't want to risk setting off another group. I'll just move him here and then go on Overwatch. And like I say, let's make these thin men move forward. I mean, they're behind the best cover that there is down there. And, brother, 1 turn for that meld, really? Well, it's not going to happen, so... Okay, so now... I don't know that he would be in a great position to see anyway. So maybe I do this. Let's move her. Okay, that kind of sucks.
Moving to position.
Well, that was interesting. All right, I tell you what. I tell you what. We're gonna go on Overwatch.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
And he does need to move up. I don't think there's any doubt of that. I'm gonna have to do it in baby steps, just in case one of them comes leaping over that ledge. Thin men are good jumpers. Oh man, I don't want to see another group come over.
Requesting immediate assistance.
It's always irritating to me when they approach and fire. I guess he didn't approach. Maybe that's where he was. No, it couldn't be where he was because he couldn't have had an angle to fire if we couldn't see him, right? So she can only see one, but she has a pretty good shot. Hey, will her rocket work? Yes. Alright, I'm just going to do it. It's arguable whether I should for 2 thin men. But I hate thin men, and I'm hoping most of the rest is sectoids. Not sure why there's double 6s. Oh, the car blew up, and it did another 6 to him. But since he was already dead at the time, that is of questionable value. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and move him forward. And Overwatch. And Overwatch. Yeah, I don't know if that was a bit of a waste. No, I definitely hear floaters. Well, now I'm less happy about using that rocket. I'm not gonna lie. Now, we did hear something over here. The problem is, if it's a patrol, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because they're probably gone by now.
Will do.
It's always frustrating to me when, like, I start moving in one direction, because that's, you know, where I heard an alien, and then by the time I get over there, I start hearing something in the opposite direction.
I'm rolling. I'm on it. I feel, Commander.
Let's see what happens.
What was that?
Are they coming? It's definitely floaters. There's no question about that. Very, very little full cover. Obviously, there's some here. There's some here. I could come here. I don't see any way this will trigger anything. If I came here, one tile to the right, then it would be possible. But there's no new area being opened up by virtue of where I just moved them. So let's start coming, and I want to get over as much as possible into some areas. Like, I don't want to risk, you know, triggering anything in there.
Scanning.
And I definitely want as much Overwatch fire as possible. Yeah. I think this may be another mission where we don't get any meld, and quite honestly, I'm not that worried about it. But I am worried about finding these floaters.
On my way.
Let's see. Nope, he did not reveal anything. And she's not really going to have any choice but to go half cover. Now, again, I'll bring her this way because I don't want to be running around where something down below can see me. And I'm even just going to bring her up. But I don't want to cluster together too much because floaters have grenades. It's important to remember that. And I'm sitting here sporting 3 soldiers with 5 health, which is the exact amount of damage that floater grenades, or alien grenades in general, happens to do.
Headed there now.
Alright, I'll go ahead and just put her behind that full barrier. I feel like we're probably going to have to go up on this stupid roof, although that actually looks really dangerous because there's no cover up there. But that could be where they are.
There now. Eyes on the prize.
Moving. I feel, Commander.
I'm not going to move him up any farther than he is right now.
Covering now.
Oh, Seekers.
I'll get him next time.
Well,
Eyes on target.
I can't say I enjoy them, but as long as you've got everybody relatively close together, you know, they aren't actually as scary as some. So let's do this. I'll move him here.
Moving out.
And then, I guess, just in case the floaters show up, I don't want to do anything too crazy
Moving out.
as far as getting a bunch of people out of cover. But I think I'm just going to leave everybody like this so that there's very easy shots. Wow, I can't believe they got there in one turn to attack. That's kind of amazing.
That is not
Target
good.
is still up.
Alright, wonderful job on the reaction shot. So, we need to kill this guy immediately, because just imagine if the other one attacks and I have 2 soldiers getting killed at a rapid clip and only 2 soldiers available to fire at him. Alright, that worked out. And my heavy just got a promotion. So if I can keep her alive for the rest of the mission, that will be huge. We got one more of these idiots we got to deal with. And I got to reload her.
Let's rock.
That's bad.
Scanning.
That is bad, because we could easily get attacked this turn, and I won't have her Overwatch. Nope, didn't happen.
Roger. I've got my eyes on him.
Come get some.
I'm not going to reload right now for her. I'm going to wait until we get this last one out of the way. I would very much like to kill it, if possible,
I've got my eyes on
with Overwatch fire.
Commander.
You hear that? Roger that. Roger. I got my eyes
Got
on.
my eyes on.
Okay. It's showtime. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful shooting, guys. Yep.
We need to find some new cover.
Do it. Okay, well, that was good. Let's go ahead and reload. Reload.
Back online.
Reload.
Good to go.
So he's the only one who hasn't reloaded. And we're going to take care of that right now. Wow, he needs it too.
Locked and loaded.
Okay, so I don't think I want to use the med kit yet to heal 2 damage. Now, it is pretty bad having
Aye, aye.
the one soldier at 3 health, I have to admit. But I'm going to hold on to that a little bit longer. Okay, let's bring him over here and see what there is to see. At this point, we spent several minutes stumbling around the outside area here and chasing, you know, the noises from a patrol. Finally, I kicked the door open and went in, not really looking inside for the aliens. I was going to use that as full cover, thinking I might unveil aliens in the back. So I'm going to skip several minutes of aimless wandering and just cut to that now.
Moving to position. Target acquired.
Oh, they're inside. Well, I didn't see that coming. Okay, actually, this is not a bad thing. Here's what we are going to do. We are going to blow up a couple of floaters and a wall. Oh, that's interesting. We actually killed one of them outright. Now, we're going to come over and we're going to kill him. All right.
Operational objectives completed.
Wow, you're kidding. Okay. That's amazing. I didn't realize that'd be the end of the mission. Okay. Well, that's the easiest time we had of it. Okay, at last we get to see some promotions. Bullet Swarm, yes. She just got a lot more useful. Not, well, actually, I guess it is good that he's a sniper because I wouldn't mind having 2 snipers. Second support is a lot less exciting, but that's okay. I guess as much as anything, I'm just glad that we all lived. Okay. So the first thing we are going to do now is we need to buy more satellites. Now I need to see how much they're going to cost because I'm pretty sure I have to go to the gray market. Oh no, we'll have 2 credits left. Sweet. We are rich.
That hulk of flesh and metal troubles me.
Okay.
What do we risk with our own investigations into the melding of
Well,
human
let's
and
see.
machine? Will we see a line
We'll
of
have our
sand
satellites
choose to
in time. We'll have our uplink in time.
willing to sacrifice everything
So,
for the sake of
I don't
total.
have enough money to
I
do
have to
things
believe that
like...
is not our future, provided, of course, that the
Let me
alien
see.
technology remains in the right hands.
Let me excavate this, but I actually... That's so sad. When you need money to excavate a tile on the first floor. That's not really a good sign, in case you're curious. We're going to sell some sectoid corpses. I'm going to try to keep the rest of this. I'll get rid of a couple of Seeker wrecks, too. Yep, that's fine. I don't like, you know, obviously selling too much. So, I'm going to have to make a decision, like, whether I want to try to keep Asia or not. My inclination originally was to try to lock in North America, but we'll see. I don't want to bleed out too many countries. We have to see how the rest of this month goes. At any rate, let's go over here and excavate. And once that excavation is done, it is possible that I'll build the cybernetics lab and get a mech. I'm pretty seriously thinking about doing that. But for now, let's go to mission control. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's scan for activity. At least we got our guys back. That's good.
Commander, the Council is requesting your attention. Secure transmission coming in now.
All right. The Council has been monitoring unusual reports about a hijack attempt on an unauthorized French military convoy. Although the alleged perpetrators were human, our intel indicates the aliens may also have been in the area. If true, this raises a number of questions about the cargo being moved. We'll need a squad to investigate. Central should have our complete report momentarily. And we will get 1 scientist, 1 engineer, and 150 credits that we could sorely use. So I believe this is from that Operation Progeny content that we activated in the initial options.
Excellent.
And let me just kind of clear everybody out and make sure how I want to do this. I think I want the assault there, the heavy here, then my sniper and support. That's the best I'm going to get. And I think what I will do is think about how I want to equip these guys, you know, before the next installment. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.